Hey, Marvel fans, welcome to episode of Marvel Talk with your hosts.
Hey, Nick's here.
And Chris. And we've got a great one to talk with you about tonight.
On the time that this video is happening, only a few days will remain for Deadpool Wolverine. And seeing how you're going to see this on Tuesday, that means we're seeing it on Thursday. You guys know what that means. So we've decided for our final Deadpool Wolverine movie video, we're going to tell you 10 things that we want to see. We're each doing 5 each. Christopher will be going first, and then of course I'll be going first. So he has his top 5 and my top 5, but we do have some honorable mentions that unfortunately didn't make it. So we're going to tell you our 4, so 2 each. So I will go first for this one.
Okay.
So we're going to get right into it. So for me, for my honorable mentions, it's Battle World. I don't know if we're going to be in Battle World in the movie. I don't know what that's all about, but I do want to see Battle World, like the accurate one, in here some way. Even if it's just like a small little thing, I want to see it. And then the second one for me is just Deadpool 2 Cable. I would just, even if it's just like giving back the time machine or whatever, I just kind of want to see what happened after the events of Deadpool 2, seeing how he fucked up the timeline and everything, which is how this movie's starting, obviously. But
and Yukio did say how Cable's gonna kill Deadpool after.
So I like to see what that happens. And now, Christopher, you're 2.
All right. So now for me, I would like to see a comic accurate Sentinel, live action Sentinel, because as you all remember in Days of Future Past, they weren't comic accurate and stuff. So I thought it'd be, and since we're getting a comic accurate Wolverine suit, and we'll see based on if the X-Men will appear. We don't know yet, but we will see. And if they were to appear and they get comic accurate suits, then I thought
it could just be like a Sentinel in the void or whatever they're at.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to be like just with the X-Men. It could actually be like a Sentinel that was sent there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Like whether it's the X-Men universe or the Void.
Oh,
whatever.
okay, yes, like 97 or just like whatever.
Yeah.
Something. Okay.
Just thought it'd be cool to see a comic accurate Sentinel for real, since Days of Future Past didn't have that. And for my last honorable mention is similar to Nick's, was a Cable again, but except it's a variant played by John Cena.
I actually just realized something. We wouldn't be able to see Cable. We wouldn't be able to see him. He'll be invisible.
Yeah, that's true. But still. Anyway.
Yes. Now we'll get.
Sorry, just quickly. The reason I say that because I don't know if some of you have seen on Instagram, but John Cena has posted twice about Deadpool and Wolverine, so I thought it kind of gave a little suspicions in case. So, but I just want to say this anyway.
That'll give us an excuse to follow his Instagram too.
Yeah,
I thought about it like that.
But anyway, now we get into the top 10 things.
Yeah, now we'll get into it. So, Christopher, tell us your 5 from least to best, which would be 5 to 1.
Yes.
And the floor is yours.
Okay, so for me, I think it would be great to see Wolverine meets Captain America, since how, as you all have noticed, like at times they do like fight together, like in World War II, like in the original X-Men animated show, they did that too. So I thought it'd be cool to see that. Hugh Jackman meets Chris Evans. Now we got also a pretty good one here. Zombie Deadpool and a zombie Wolverine variants.
That's right. That's really cool.
Since obviously in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, it looked like we were getting a Strange zombie, but no,
they misled us in that entire
Strange
thing.
Decided to just use a dead corpse that was from the
You guys can check our review of Multiverse of Madness, just to kind of get the gist of everything. It's on our thing. Go check it out.
Anyway, so here, our next one, we got Professor X in the floating yellow chair again. Because I really did love that part in Multiverse of Madness again.
Wait, which one? James or Pat? These timelines are so goddamn confusing.
Pat. No.
I did a little bit. If you get that that little reference, I mixed up a bit. You're a real one.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it would be great to see that again. I mean, I know obviously, because, obviously, like, we'll be, since we see him with the wheelchairs, usually in the Fox movies, so that'll be nice to see, like, Wolverine with Xavier in this time the floating yellow chair. again. So
that'd be great.
And now, for the second to last, we got Deadpool meets Spider-Man. Since those two have some really fun moments in the comics and everything, and yes, even Wade in the trailer does that. That'll be pretty fun. All right, stop that. Okay. But anyway, and last but not least, the number one of all, since he has mentioned this, at least in both of his movies, but he never has done it, I would love to finally see Deadpool eating a chimichanga. So that's his favorite food, obviously.
Because it could be like an Avengers thing where they all get Swama or something like that. Swama, and then but instead it's just Wade and human. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at that. It's just Deadpool and Wolverine just eating chimichangas, just casual. Something's just blown up or something. It's just like Avengers. That's just so funny.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that during like universes or like the
that'd just be so cool.
So,
but it wouldn't be like that. It would just be like them at a random chimichanga place just eating.
Oh yeah,
it
even
could be
that
like
too.
broken or something, or just them sitting there.
Yeah,
it would just be really. That's just so good.
It would be great to see him finally eat one. All right, now it's time for Nick. So the floor is yours.
Why, thank you. This is a nice floor. Okay, so my top 5 is at number 5, Loki and Kang mentions. Personally, for me, I do feel like that seeing how Loki kind of left things off with the TVA and everything, it would be nice for them to at least mention them. They don't have to show them or anything, although that'd be a great end credit. To see Loki kind of pick his champions for this, or like Kang or something. I just think it'll be cool to just get them mentioned if they want to do that. But seeing how this is going to be changing this multiverse thing up, because now this saga is about to get more intense after this. After this, everything changes. Everything's going to change. So I really would like them to kind of show that with them, because those both will show how high the stakes are, at least in my opinion. Next is X-23 in her iconic costume. Now it could be a Hugh Jackman like, or just a comic book accurate one. Doesn't really matter. I would just like to see her in like a hero costume, like her X-Men costume. Be really cool. Next is the TVA members to return, just like any of them. It would just be really nice. I also maybe get some new faces, or show us like more variants that are being captured or something like that. But mostly I would like to see, like, Miss Minutes return.
And Morbius?
Yes, of course, but I don't think he's going to be mentioned.
Right, Mobius, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
I always get those nicks.
I know.
Because they're so similar.
I don't know if he's... I know he took like a vacation or something.
Oh, yeah. Who? Oh, no, you can keep going.
No, what were you saying?
Oh, yeah, and Hunter B-15.
Yeah, just everyone, if they can. And Sylvia would be great, too. Yeah. So, yeah, I would love to see the TVA members return from Loki. Second to last is the X-Men Origins Wolverine Deadpool variant. Now, listen. I love X-Men Origins Wolverine. I'm not ashamed of that. I think it's a great movie. I think it's too much hated, and the fact that the multiverse saga exists shows that that ideas like that can exist. Because I know that a lot of people didn't like it because of that reason of just like, it wasn't really a Wolverine Origins thing like people wanted. Like, it's the Fox's universe. This was their take on this new universe. So I like to look at that, and I really loved it. I thought it was great.
Yep, and I loved it too.
Yeah, so I just think it'll be cool to see that Deadpool variant, especially at that end credit when we see that he survived.
Yes.
It'll just be really cool to kind of see where he's at. So that's just me. And now this one, I think a lot of people can agree.
Yes.
My number 1 is Hulk versus Wolverine. You want to see? I did an Instagram post of the sprites and Marvel superheroes fighting in the Ring of Power stage in SF5. You can go check that out for Deadpool and Wolverine month. But yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, I would too.
I would be like, thank you, because the only way that you can really see that's not in the comics is a good movie called Hulk versus Wolverine. Now, this was a 2 special. It was Hulk versus Thor and X versus Wolverine. I recommend both of them. I think Thor is a little better, but Hulk versus Wolverine is very good too. But I just think that Hulk in Asgard and fighting everyone's really great. Maybe we can review those movies one day. Let us know in the comments down below. But yeah, Hulk versus Wolverine, Would love to see it. That would be like me getting out of my recliner seat, just going, "Let's fucking go, motherfucker, let's go!" Like that type of shit. But
yeah, I mean, a lot of people on Instagram have made like these arts about Hulk versus Wolverine, so I don't see why not. Like some like would love to see Edward Norton's Hulk versus Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
I just want a cool Hulk versus Wolverine.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be like, and it doesn't have to be Marvel Studio Hulk. It could just be like any Hulk if they can get the rights to that.
Yeah,
I know Hulk rights are pretty hard. I think for movies. I still think that I don't know if they figured out the rights or anything, but if they figured out how to do this, that'd be great. I don't see why not, because they have Hulk in projects.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's not a possibility, but you never know.
And another reason is because along with the art, they've even done this, because how in one of the trailers, you remember, where we get to see Sabretooth versus Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this because this has happened before sometimes with trailers. They put these quotes in, but they're actually misleading or something. Yeah. So and because Deadpool does quote, people have waited decades for this fight. So it's almost like it's a possibility that maybe it's really a Hulk versus Wolverine fight.
It can be anything.
Yeah.
It can really be anything. I just think that would be like the coolest thing to see for me for Wolverine in this movie.
Yeah, I would love to see that too.
But it doesn't have to happen. I just think it would be a wow moment for a lot of people like ourselves.
Even like I remember we once talked about it, even if it's like on a TVA screen or
it could just be like all these variants of Wolverine. It's just him fighting in the forest or something. Like something cool. Like even it could be like the iconic costume too from the comics. That'd be cool too.
Yeah.
It could even be like animated, like from the comic universe or something. I don't know. I just think it'll be cool. It doesn't have to be like a scene. It could just be like a clip or something. Again, it'll be cool to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is our picks. Let us know if you guys agree in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed, leave a like. And if you love all things Marvel and you want more hype, then come subscribe to us, because we're not done yet after this. We still have our whole vlog that we're going to be doing, along with a spoiler-free review. Along with that, the final video of Deadpool Wolverine month will be the full review of us just either gushing or hopefully not arguing or anything like that. Just hopefully this is the trilogy. Both movies of 1 and 2 are great. I'm expecting this to be a perfect trilogy.
Yeah.
So
like the home trilogy.
Yeah.
And lastly, you can also tell us, like, maybe, like, what would you love to see in Deadpool Wolverine 2?
Yeah, that'd be great. We would love to hear all your guys' thoughts. But that will be the last video for Deadpool Wolverine month. And then next month, it's just regular Marvel content. So we'll just do it from there. So we hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you do enjoy what we do, hit the subscribe button. It helps a lot. And make sure if you enjoyed, you leave a like. And again, we have an Instagram. It is in the description down below, so give us a follow there too. We do a lot of cool stuff there. We're doing pictures for Deadpool Wolverine month. We've updated a bunch of stuff on our important news of just like what's going down. So yeah, we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one. And with that being said, Excelsior.
Enough said.